I was referred to Tom Dwyer by my teenage son, and he said it was a good place to go. We live in Selwood, so I could walk home, and kept going there because the service has been great. And I remember an incident that happened where I was commuted to work and hit my head and got home, and my husband was out of town, and I had a concussion, and the hospital told me I had to go in, and I wasn't allowed to drive, and I called Tom Dwyer, and they took me to the hospital and picked me up and brought me home. I was fine, needless to say. But that's how good a neighbor he was, and he always sponsored my footbag tournaments, took care of me, you know, contributed to everything, and then I went away, was in Pennsylvania for 6 years, and came back, and even though I live farther away, I know where to come for good automotive service. Well, it's always kind of a mystery when you don't know how to fix a flat or how to change a spark plug or how to fix your oil, so it's all a mystery. I like to hand it over to somebody I trust, and when you're back on the East Coast, it's such a mafia feeling that I'm going to get in trouble for that. That you don't know. You truly don't know. And my husband had a Honda back then, and he took it to one shop, and they told him he needed all kinds of work, and then he took it to another shop to get a second opinion, and he didn't. He needed a couple $100 worth of work instead of $1,500 worth of work. So it's much nicer knowing that you can go in and they'll tell you what's wrong and when it needs to be fixed and how long you have until it needs to be fixed. And it's a good, you know, barometer of how much you need to spend a year on maintenance for your car. And they change my tires and take care of me when I need to be taken care of. Well, it feels like they'll do what needs to be done, and everybody always has a smile. And it's been the same people over the course of the 15 years, 16 years. My goodness, I don't know how long it's been since I've been with Tom Dwyer, early 90s. So it's the same people, which is, you know, kind of funny. And actually, one guy moved over to Northwest Car Care at one point, and I was in there, and I don't know why. I can't even remember why I was in there, battery, or I can't remember. I needed to jump, and he was there, and I said, "Oh, you traitor," and he gave me this look. I felt kind of funny, you know. I felt bad that I made him feel bad, but it's like, how could you leave Tom Dwyer? Work over here. Well, people should go to Tom Dwyer because of his commitment to the environment, because he has a great staff that have been there forever, which lets you know he's a wonderful employer, and because he sponsors local events and he'll help you out when you need help.